coming to the right, the cemetery is always out of the city, located out of the city. You see over the wall, you see archaeological bits. You see over the wall. And in a moment you'll see a building. And that's I'm talking about the last 3-4 years. You see under the tents here? They're still digging, they're still working here. Here they've discovered an ancient synagogue from the 1st century. If you build something in Jerusalem, you always find something, you know, like around the old city or in the old city. Yeah. The ruins of the synagogue, they've discovered something very interesting, a decorated stone that shows the menorah. It's 1st century, the decoration of the menorah, like the one that stood in the temple. So it gives a better perspective how the menorah was like, with all the decorations, and also like 2 oil jars beside it. So that's, I think, one of the oldest evidence we have about the menorah. And listen to what is happening next. Verse 10, Joshua turned back at that time and took Hazel. He took Hazel, and he struck its king with the sword. For Hazel was formerly the head of all those kingdoms. This was like the headquarters, the main thing. You see the village in the valley there? That's the village of Hajjal. Half of it in Israel, the other half in Ramat. The border.
Not stay on my ear. My ear's too little. Real high. Oh, they're really
This is the dam.
Ay, ay, ay.
Headwaters of the Jordan.
Oh, you're the one from Connecticut? Yeah. Your parents.
Yes.
You should park it.
This is really tranquil. I know. It's a plastic pipe. That's cheating.
Oh!
Wow.
So underground?
It could be. The sacred Oh, pistachio grows on, I've seen it in Australia. They have small trees that are shaped like umbrellas, and they grow and grow.
Wait till you tell them they're small, little ones.
Thank you.
Need to see how the
I got a picture of the traction. Take a picture of this. Dad's a mechanic.
Come down this side.
I wonder what it is. Yeah, we got to see. How much?
Lebanon. This village is half in Lebanon, half in Israel.
So since 67 we're controlling this land here and the Golan. Yeah, this was like an intersection, right? Maybe as it was in the temple with the veil or a door or something. Okay, and here was, we think, the golden calf.
They might be still under there.
Huh?
Is it still under there?
Yeah, they were looking for it, the archaeologists, but they didn't find it. Obviously, it was taken long before, and they're using the gold for jewelry or whatever. You see another ancient gate, like the one we saw at Megiddo. Okay. And same setup with 3 doors. The ruins of the gate that you see over there, you can soon we'll walk right through it, goes back to the time of King Solomon.
Wow.
And that used to be the main entrance to the city at that time, also the time of Jeroboam, the entrance to the city. Okay. Now at the time of Jeroboam, they built another gate at the foot of the hill. Okay, to make it more difficult for the enemy to break in. So you have a lower gate at the foot of the hill, and we will see it too. And then as you came up, there was another gate, a gate complex here. Okay. Now remember what is a tell? Layers.
These ruins go back to the time of the Danites.
Also, whenever you find lots of grain silos, it is also very typical to that time. And special homes that were built in a very certain way, it's called the 4-room house. The 4-room house, it is also very, very typical to the time of the Israelites. It was all found here. Besides, they've discovered also during the digs here pieces of metal. And that was a bit confusing because the Bible tells us that there was no blacksmith to be found throughout all the land of Israel, right? So in here, they find all of a sudden metal pieces.
I am.
No, that's obviously what it was made for, is a water bottle and camera holder.
The time of the Israelites. And notice the way it was divided. We have the first door here, right? Here as you go, the way we came in. Another door. Going to the bus, just to continue a little bit more.
On the left.
And then just behind the big trees, the eucalyptus trees, you're going to
Oh darn, we were trying to.
Here's the stone bench where the elders of the city would sit, and then the king's throne right here, with the canopy above. The altar on the left side of the city gates outside the city.
Because it's eucalyptus.
The oldest arch in the world.
Take that, McDonald's.
Again, for those who just came in, look above the door, 3 feet above the door. Notice you have to look carefully. You can see the mud brick arch.
The oldest arch in the world.
Take that, McDonald's.
Probably larger came towards us, but parts of it came.
Hey, Aloysius. Insufficient space on card.
The city of Anyas was founded at the time of Alexander the Great.
This one says, and
this
you are
was-
Peter.
This was English at one point. Oh yeah, so it comes around.
Really short people.
I went climbing that hill.
Right where we stand stood a temple. Josephus wrote about it, and it was found. The facade of the temple, you can see it on a coin.
The gates of Hades.
Yes, it's very nice, right?
You get your money's worth out of that Bible.
Yeah, they get hot.
Yeah, they're like water shoes.
Because of an iceberg. We said you iceberg, Greenberg, Rosenberg, we're all the same.
Kaput Snare Herman.
Detail 10, right, says that we are Philippi nearby, it's not far from here. Background how it all began. But Israel tripled its territory within 6 days. Now, the Israeli army fought against 3 different armies. So no doubt it was a great military success, victory in 1967. Fortified area up here. As soon as we go up, I'll show you from time to time some old bunkers from the heavy bombardment of the Air Force on the Egyptian army, and then the troops, of course, came in. The tanks into the Sinai, and so the entire Egyptian army was gone. The king of Jordan at that time, his name was Hussein. King Hussein. He was very young at that time, and there was a lot of pressure He was not interested to join the war at all. But he had a secret agreement with the Arab countries around, and he was forced into the war and lost the West Bank. Israel took Samaria, Judea, East Jerusalem. From the Israeli side, it was history in the making. So to try to get it just like that, you would have lots of casualties. Won't be wise to do it. Again, notice we're going higher and higher. That's the name, the chariot. Yeah, bunkers, you see. Yeah. Look here, on the building to the right. So Israeli military. It's one of those. I was a tank. Two? Oh, where are they? Say shalom to the soldiers. Sea of Galilee, where is it? You cannot see it yet, but far to the right. Yeah? Right side and way down is the Sea of Galilee. Military posts on top, radar stations. You know, like on Mount Hermon as well. You know, on a clear day, you can see the Damascus from Mount Hermon. It's in the Israeli side. Yeah, but it's not far from Caesarea Philippi. Just as you go up, there's a cable car there. Okay, elevation down here, it's about 3,000 feet above sea level, and we're going higher, 3,600 feet above. Wow. 3,700 feet above sea level here. 45 miles away from Damascus, the capital of Syria, and I can point you the direction. You see, look, there is a big city down there. Right. That's a Syrian town. It's a Syrian town by the name Quneitra. Okay, going from Quneitra further northeast, you will get to Damascus. Yeah, that's the direction that leads to Damascus. And again, we are not far, only 45 miles away. Okay? Passing or going through the country of Syria, you will get to Iraq, to Baghdad. 800 kilometers, so it's about 600 miles. Okay? And notice Prime Minister office, where? Jerusalem. Okay? Jerusalem, 243 kilometers, 170 miles, 160 miles away.
Years ago, and they hadn't seen each other in 60 years or whatever it was. Now it's getting dark. You know, I have a flashlight. It's in my backpack on the bus.
Yeah, mine too.
This shouldn't be a bunker.
That's
That's why I'm not in the nose.
There's a bigger step down right there.
Yeah, the steps are not even, guys.
Woo, it's pitch black. I'm guessing that they have flashlights or something.
This is not helping. I can't see.
Yeah, it's pitch black. Do you have a light on the camera?
I used to be a Boy Scout.
They're electrical wires. Watch your head. Wow, it's cold out here, huh? Hey, there's a light. Yeah, someone's got a light.
Oh, the next floors are smooth now.
You need a light that's really
All right, baby. Oh, wait, someone's got a.
Right there, step right there. Let me get you in that with that sign. Get closer.
What does it say?
Doesn't matter. We'll figure that out later, right?
I think this is it, does it keep going or is it? Oh, it does. Oh, there's someone's,
I figured it'd go all the way around.
Oh, it's a.
Oh, everybody.
Man, what uncomfortable
Do not
beds.
touch.
Are they good sleds?
This is where they used to sleep. See, Dylan, if you immigrated to Israel, you could join the Israeli army.
Sure. You have a couple years to learn the language. Oh, look.
Oh, no.
Oh.
What's going on?
we're trying to see if it goes through. No, it may just be a escape route.
Dead and
Yeah, I was.
Oh, it lied out. Maybe
No,
the other one looks like another way out.
Oh, this might be like.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, look, it's a gunner. A gunner. Wow.
Battle station.
Gosh.
I would need a step stool to elevators. I think that's what this is.
Oh, no, I'm standing on my
It's for
toes.
cigarettes.
For the machine guns.
So you know they have that bunker in, what is it, West Virginia? I wonder if it's something built like this.
No.
No? Have you been there?
And there it is.
Oh, sorry. Dylan.
It is like a whole city underground.
Really?
Is that the name of the town? What is it? West Virginia?
I don't know where it is in West Virginia. It's in the Shenandoah Mountains, I know.
Greenbrier Hotel.
Greenbrier Hotel, they call it?
Well, because it was a vacation place and it's underneath the hotel as
You better get a picture of that.
as a decoy. Yeah, they did it on purpose so nobody knew it was down there.
That's UN or it's the blue.
Damascus? Yeah. It's there somewhere. You cannot view Damascus from here, but behind that, yeah. Yeah?
That whole cluster white is UN to be a no man's land.
Already see off to your left, big parts of it.
That sign actually goes almost to their city.
This generation.
Hello, Press.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a mineral. I can't remember. I have it just from my mom's. That place next to TJ Maxx.
Lots of thanks here. Automatic wake-up call, same time, 6 o'clock.
Almost like